Propane fireplaces are great, and they're relatively low maintenance. However, occasionally some troubleshooting may be required in order to determine why the fireplace won't turn on right away. In order to turn on the fireplace, you will want to flip up this switch right here, which is to the right of the fireplace, and you'll see the fireplace should light up right away. If for whatever reason it isn't lighting up, it's either because A, the pilot is out, or B, the propane tank is empty. And I'll show you how to check for each. You can see that there's a small blue flame that's always on even when the fireplace switch is turned off. This is called the pilot. Occasionally, the pilot may go out, and turning the pilot back on again is super easy. In order to relight the pilot, you'll want to first open up this grate here at the bottom of the fireplace. In the grate, you'll see a couple of switches. One of these switches is to light the pilot, and one of these switches is to determine how much propane the pilot receives. And then this final switch down here sparks the pilot to ignite it. This switch, you'll want to make sure, is on the pilot selection, which it is currently. In order to change it, if it might have become, for some reason, not on the pilot selection, you'll just want to push the knob in and turn it. To make sure that the pilot is receiving the sufficient amount of propane, you'll want to make sure it's somewhere in between the low and the high settings, like it is right now. And finally, to ignite the pilot, you just click this button a couple times and you'll see a spark and the pilot will light. The other option to troubleshoot the fireplace is that potentially we may be out of propane, and I'll show you how to check that outside. The propane tank is out back by the garage. There is a lid on top here that you're going to want to lift up, and inside there is a small gauge. If you look at the gauge, you'll be able to determine, based off of the little line on the gauge here, whether or not there's propane in the tank. Right now you can see the line shows the tank is about 70% full. If you see the line down here towards the bottom, that means the propane tank is likely empty and you will want to get in touch with us. Hopefully you were able to troubleshoot the issue that you were having with the fireplace and it's now working properly. If for whatever reason you're still having challenges with the fireplace, please don't hesitate to reach out to me directly. I can be reached at guestservices@ktl-properties.com, or you can reach out to me using the booking application that you use to book the property, such as Airbnb or Vrbo. Thanks.